Good evening, everybody. How you all doing today? And by today, I mean this evening. It is 10:32 p.m. August 10th, 2024. Yeah, what up? Welcome to an SCP slash Backrooms reading evening. Been a minute, hasn't it? Boy. Yeah, we're gonna get not a whole lot because it is a little bit late. I'm a little bit tired. We'll get some. Nice face reveal. Bro, I wish I looked as nice as this guy. How you doing, Freddy? Oh, I should note that the ones that we read tonight will not be tomorrow or maybe even the day after. I have some SCPs that I read on my own to come out. Namely, tomorrow is going to be SCP-60. Then maybe SCP-86. We'll see. I think you kind of look like Matthew Peretta. That's how I picture you. I am flattered. Good, that's good to hear. Nah, dude, I'm just a dude. I'm just some guy. Who honestly really needs to take a shower because I mowed 3 yards today and then immediately went to stream. So I really need to take a shower because I got dirt all up in my hair. That's also part of why we're only doing 4, so that I can immediately, after we're done with this, get the video uploaded for tomorrow, and then I can go take a shower. Hell yeah, we got the thing up in here. We do got the thing. The thing what I do sometimes. How you doing, Hokey Pokey? I know. I know. It is my job, sort of. We had to do them all before the end of the week. I don't know, but this whole missing goddamn half of month has really got me on a tight schedule. I gotta keep doing shit just back to back to back. You have short hair or long hair? Long hair. However, it has stopped growing out. That has made me sad. It no longer gets any longer. Yeah, well. Speaking of that, oh, I still have it in a ponytail. That's something I do when I go to work. When I work, hate having a ponytail in. Have long hair, same, brother. Down to my shoulders, same. Long hair is quite comfortable, yeah. Alrighty. Anyway, we got 4 requested articles to knock out today. Should be able to do them pretty good. Pretty easy. The only confusing one's going to be UIU because UIU has a really weird format. Long lost brothers for all we know, except one is 30 and one is 19. We're basically twins. Got my emotes. I'm sorry, man. I literally would gift you a membership if I could. Also, I am implementing some rules for articles that I will read, because there are certain types of articles that just piss me off. Like, do I have to dig through a million offsets in order to read your whole thing? I don't want to do that. Do I have to solve a puzzle in order to read it? I don't want to do that. Does your thing keep switching formats in the middle of it? I don't really want to do that. Like that one about the 8-ball. That one admonition one. I didn't really want to do that one. I don't know. But ones with passwords before entering the article, those ones are generally okay. Because you just gotta type it in and then go. Well, whatever. How about we get into it? Alrighty. Our first article for the day is 8762. Yeah, basically going forward, no guarantee that I will do requests, like things that are requested, if I don't want to read that article. All right. Stretch. Good stretch. Alrighty. That was a fucking noise. What the hell? How did I do that? Why did I do that? What's up, Dr. Weeble? Oh, you know, just reading articles. How are you, Alistair? We're about to get started. After I clean my mouth out. Alrighty. Looks like I joined just in time. Yep. Because once upon this guy. Item number 8762. Level 5, top secret. Object class, Thaumiel. Special containment procedures. SCP-8762 is to be housed in a standard humanoid containment chamber. Footnote. Modified in a way most commonly compared to baby-proofing. positioned centrally among several high-maintenance anomalies to weaken or nullify their effects. SCP-8762 is permitted to request activities to maintain its morale. However, any activities posing potential harm to SCP-8762 are to be denied. Description: SCP-8762 is a middle-aged man of indeterminate age who identifies himself as Steve. Footnote: SCP-8762 has responded to a variety of names, including, but not limited to, Hubert, Larry, John, Bob, and Juggletron. No records of SCP-8762 exist in any known country, region, or sovereign state. Physically, SCP-8762 is non-anomalous and has the same physiological requirements as typical humans. SCP-8762 has one noticeable, yet extremely potent anomalous effect. Whenever SCP-8762 is within close proximity of any anomalous location or object, their abilities will temporarily cease. The reason behind this is currently unknown. Anomalous personnel will remain conscious, although any abilities will cease until SCP-8762 exits the anomaly's proximity. SCP-8762 must be awake, conscious, and in a healthy mental state for this to occur. Footnote: although entering REM sleep doesn't negate this effect, medically induced comas appear to do so. SCP-8762 was first discovered at Site 1. Camera footage showed SCP-8762 wandering through the hallways for 15 minutes, appearing extremely confused. After being noticed by several security guards, SCP-8762 was detained and interviewed. Extensive testing revealed that SCP-8762 was not associated with any known group of interest. SCP-8762 emits no humes, Akiva radiation, or any forms of anomalous energy, thereby eliminating the possibility of it being a weapon. After it temporarily neutralized SCP-1, it was designated as SCP-8762. Below is an interview log between SCP-8762 and Foundation researcher Elizabeth Carter. Interviewer: Dr. Elizabeth Carter. Interviewee: SCP-8762. Begin log.
Good afternoon, Steve. Hope everything is going well with you.
It's going.
Excellent. I'm going to ask you a few things if that's alright with you. Need to learn a bit about you and whatnot.
Go ahead.
Can you tell me about your background? Where are you from?
No clue.
Pardon?
Just woke up here, really.
You don't remember anything about your past? Family, friends, occupation?
No, sorry.
SCP-8762 picks its nose, looking around the room for a moment.
Let's discuss your daily routine. What do you usually do during the day?
I wake up, have breakfast, walk around a bit, maybe read a book or watch TV. Then I have lunch, walk around some more, have dinner.
And?
Then I go to bed.
So you don't remember anything before appearing?
Seems so.
But you do have a plan for every day, despite the fact that you don't remember why you're here, or anything.
Just what comes to mind when you mention it. Can't really remember doing that.
I see. Do you have any hobbies? Interests?
Not really. I just do normal things.
What exactly are normal things?
Watching TV, mainly.
What do you watch? Movies? Any shows?
The Weather Channel.
Dr. Carter clenches her fists around her pen. SCP-8762 does not notice.
How do you feel about not having any history or memories prior to your appearance here? For all that we know, you could have a family searching for you, or maybe a big career, or... I guess it's a bit strange, but I don't think about it much. And if we were to ask you to stay here for an extended period, how would you feel about that? Don't have anywhere else to be.
End log. Following confirmation of SCP-8762's anomalous traits, it was exposed to several minor anomalies to test the limits of its abilities. Test 1. Anomaly. SCP-6161. SCP-6161. A cake knife that causes all cut objects to become cake. Results. SCP-8762 used SCP-6161 on various items, all resulting in nothing remarkable. He frowned, proclaiming that,
You promised me cake. This is a knife.
Test 5. Anomaly. SCP-8022. A clay brick. Whenever it strikes an individual, they will vividly dream. Individuals hurt by SCP-8022 sustain trauma typical of being hit by a brick. Results. Testing halted per 05 order. Test 8. Test 8. Test 8. Anomaly. SCP-609. A growing collection of identical green billiard balls, capable of being moved telepathically. Results. SCP-8762 is requested to attempt to move SCP-609. Upon attempting for several minutes. Footnote. During this time, SCP-8762 held out its hands and loudly grunted, sweating and growing red. It responded, exhausted.
That's enough thinking for now.
Test 11. Anomaly. SCP-113. A small gemstone capable of causing anyone who touches it to swap biological sexes. Results. Results pending. SCP-8762's sex is currently unknown, as all biological scans give mixed results. When asked, it replied with,
I'm John.
Test 13. Anomaly. SCP-6914. A small sign that says, Keep off grass. If individuals step on grass located near SCP-6914, they will then be struck by lightning. Results. SCP-8762 proceeded to step on the grass with no issues, although later stated that it felt a bit inconsiderate. Test 44. Anomaly. SCP-173. Results. Initially, SCP-8762 stood within the same room as SCP-173 and did not report any findings. Shortly afterwards, however, personnel report a mild swelling in SCP-8762's face, which it attributed to a mild peanut allergy. But note, SCP-8762 had no known allergies, nor has it eaten any peanuts. Moments later, SCP-8762 spontaneously combusted. Following its untimely death, personnel discovered that its remains still shared the same properties as the anomaly itself. Lead theory suggests that SCP-8762 absorbed the properties of other anomalies. Because of this, smaller fragments of it are still capable of weakening anomalous effects. Following research, a new, revised file for SCP-8762 is available below. View revision. Description. SCP-8762 is the prototype known as the Scranton Reality Anchor.
Poor dude. Oh, that's crazy, dude. It's the grass SCP, yeah. I feel like men with longer hairs become more of a common thing these days. Yep. Long hair's coming back. It died out in the 90s and the 20-aughts, but it's come back. It's the grass SCP, yeah. Rest in peace, dude. Aw, dude. That sucks, dude. That's rough, dude. I can't believe John exploded. And also Steve. And Hubert. And Juggletron. He is the reality anchor. Bro neutralized SCP-1. Oops. Been wearing mullets and such. Hell yeah. Poor John. Poor Brian. Yeah, dudes had mullets in the 90s, but I don't know if that counts as long hair. That's like a specific style. That was a cute article, though. I like this dude. Is it wearing? Yeah. You're not wrong. You wear a hairstyle. You are correct. Are you technically wearing hair? No, you don't. You're not technically wearing hair, but you do wear hairstyles. Hey, you're right. Congratulations. Because you get it off and such. Yeah. And you can go bald. So yes, you can take your hair off. And you can put it on. That's an extension. Or a wig. Or a weave. Anyway. UIU time, baby. All right. Let me take a drink. Weeble wearing a wig. He used to be half bald, if you believe it. Back when he was originally designed. So maybe he's wearing a wig. I got longer hair than him, I'll tell you that. FBC time, yeah. I still need to do that. I need to reinstall Control so we can read those articles at some point. Anyway. UIU File 2020-650. Case File, The Miniman. Initial report. Electronic copy below is per Federal Records Act. Summary. Suspect has the ability to create an unknown number of perfect replications of himself, as well as the ability to manufacture a paranarcotic which gives the user temporary use of said abnormality. Suspect description / capabilities. Name. Elliot Perez, most common alias. Other names given include Ezekiel Parrington, Jared O'Sullivan, and Kirby Danton. Regularity cross-reference. Italian, human, fugitive, duplication, paranarcotic, MC&D. Physical description.
Sex, male. Height, 5'11". Weight/build, 160 pounds. Race, Italian. Hair, black. Eyes, brown. Identifying attributes. Dresses well, commonly seen wearing black square glasses. Capabilities. Suspect is capable of creating an unknown amount of perfect recreations of themselves. Suspect is capable of creating an unknown amount of perfect recreations of themselves, and the ability to manufacture a paranarcotic which gives the user temporary use of said abnormality. Through several arrests of the suspect's duplicates, it has been discovered that each has full sapience and free will. Purpose/motive. Suspect appears to be operating for the pursuit of monetary gain and power within the high-class paracriminal community. Modus operandi. Suspect primarily collaborates with duplicates of themselves, using their abnormality to aid in the manufacturing and distribution of paranarcotic substances. Behavior. Suspect is said to be extremely charming and intelligent. It should be noted that the suspect maintains a relatively high profile, appearing at most Marshall, Carter, and Dark social functions selling his products. The suspect is considered armed and dangerous. Agents are recommended to approach the suspect with caution. Evidence. A. Recovered Marshall and Carter and Dark documentation of legal substance sold by suspect. Evidence Sample A. The following text documents are a paranarcotic manufactured by subject. The following text documents a paranarcotic manufactured by suspect. Said documentation was recovered by UIU operatives during a raid on a small-scale Marshall, Carter, and Doc auction, unrelated to the current investigation. DS5297/C3987 C3987-5 /F46A35 Status: selling. Demand: medium. Value: 200,000 USD. 14,363.17 GPB for 1.2 grams. Availability: established supply chain. Identifier: duplication dust. Description: duplication dust is a powder-based narcotic that, when inhaled, allows the user to painlessly create a perfect duplicate of themselves. The duplicate's mental and physical abilities are the same as the original user. Note that it is not uncommon for duplicates to have been alive for an extended period of time to develop unique personalities. It has been discovered that duplicates are required to inhale 1.2 grams of duplication dust every 24 hours, for the effects to persist longer than the period acquired from the first dosage. Marshall, Carter, and Dark LLP. Initial report. Author: Victoria Marshall. Date: June 29th, 2018. Interest: medium. Identifier: duplication dust. I first observed Elliot Perez at one of Father's social gatherings. His charismatic charm showing through as he chatted with the other attending guests. As the night progressed, I happened to move by him, and that's when he introduced himself. Mr. Carter, Ms. Dark, and I exchanged formalities with Mr. Perez. He spoke at length of his rather interesting entrepreneurial endeavors, one of which in particular caught our attention. A paranarcotic, as he put it. And the way he talked so highly of it, anyone could tell it was quite popular, not to mention lucrative. We of course heard him out on this. Mr. Perez says that his so-called paranarcotic has made him quite the fortune, an estimated sum of $250 million. And he was quite insistent with the assistance of Marshall, Carter, and Dark LLP. He could make himself and the company more so of course, much, much more. Mr. Carter will finish writing up the contract by next Saturday. File opened under DS5220, DS5297 /C39875 /F46A35. Marshall, Carter, and Dark LLP. Inventory information. IWN 45, N30S8/4IGI5. Owner: Marshall Carter and Dark LLP. Quantity: 3,453 crates. Commons: available on supplier on demand. Available from supplier on demand. Owner: Federal Bureau of Investigation, Unusual Incidents Unit. Quantity: 30 crates. Commons: confiscated from storage facility W7. Owner: Elliot Perez. Quantity: in A. Commons. Supplier. Owner: customers. Quantity: 3,786 grams. Commons: items commonly purchased for a variety of presumably unscrupulous activities, as well as a novelty party trick. Owner: others. Quantity: 275 grams. Commons: entered into circulation prior to establishing exclusivity of supply. Few untracked items believed to exist. Marshall Carter and Dark LLP. Sale records: DS5297/C39/C39875/F46A35. Records from July 2018 to March 2021. Month: July 2018. Sold: 75. Comments: supply chain with Mr. Perez is established. Initial item release. Month: August 2018. Sold: 113. Month: October 2018. Sold: 219. Comments: Halloween bump. Month: December 2018. Sold: 431. Comments: Christmas bump, New Year's bump. Month: February 2019. Sold: 153. Month: July 2019. Sold: 175. Month: September 2019. Sold: 190. Month: December 2019. Sold: 491. Comments: Christmas bump, New Year's bump. Month: June 2020. Sold: 82. Comments: massive dip in item production, reason unknown. Month: August 2020. Sold: 893. Month: September 2020. Sold: 101. Month: December 2020. Sold: 189. Comments: Christmas bump, New Year's bump. Month: March 2021. Sold: 43. Comments: item production put on hold due to outside interference. Marshall Carter and Dark LLP. B. Photograph taken after raid on known Marshall Carter and Dark storage facility. C. Photograph of suspect taken March 19th, 2018 at MC&D London auction. Bureau record. Current status: at large. Crimes: making and dealing of narcotic substances, knowing creation of a hazardous anomalous object, circulation of anomalous objects, collaboration with a known criminal organization. Sentencing: indefinite detention. History of UIU action. May 25th, 2020. The UIU is notified of irregular activity around the exterior of Marshall Carter and Dark's 3 Portland's auction house. Reports of a large gathering of identical-looking individuals entering the auction house carrying several large crates of an unidentified substance are received. June 5th, 2020. A thorough investigation is performed on the suspected irregularity. Through several investigations and interrogation attempts, suspect's irregularity was confirmed and a UIU file was created. A warrant for the arrest of Elliot Perez is issued soon after. June 20th, 2020. Through an anonymous tip, the UIU learns the suspect is using a Marshall Carter and dark warehouse to store his anomalous narcotics. UIU agents are sent out to the location of the before-mentioned warehouse. The location was vacated of the suspect. 30 crates of paranarcotic substances, as well as a helicopter presumably owned by the suspect, were confiscated from the location. December 17th, 2020. Agents are able to track down the location where the suspect manufactures most, if not all, paranarcotic substances. Due to the presence of heavy security, it was deemed that an arrest of the suspect would be prohibitively expensive. An observation post is set up across the street from the suspect's location. Plans as well as resources needed to successfully raid the building and detain the suspect begin being gathered until such a time where detainment is deemed possible. March 28th, 2021. UIU agents operating within 3 Portland's observation post Delta notice a gap. UIU agents operating within 3 Portland's observation post Delta notice a gap in suspect's personal security. Authorization by headquarters for agents to move in. Authorization by headquarters for agents to move in and detain the suspect is given. Breaking into teams of 2, agents move around the building's perimeter, detaining the duplicates present. Half of the agents and attendants remain outside in order to maintain guard over the building's exterior, while the other half enter to apprehend the suspect. Agents take a total of 35 minutes to clear the building. After a thorough search throughout the building, it was concluded that the suspect had vacated the premises, presumably through a complex network of underground tunnels located below the surrounding area. March 28, 2021 overview. Agent casualties. 5. Suspect casualties. 2. Suspects detained. 21. Recovered documentation. Excerpt from a journal owned by the suspect. Recovered after the June 20th, 2020 raid on Marshall Carter and Dark Storehouse. One second. June 29th, 2018. I feel my hard work is finally paying off. Was graciously invited to a Marshall Carter and Dark social gathering this evening. I must remember to thank Mara for introducing me. To do. Socialize. Need to extend me to as many circles as possible. Could be useful. Manage to catch MC and D one or all, whichever is most convenient. Try a new drink. But good things about the mojito. June 30th, 2018. Success. Managed to secure a nice chat with MC and D thanks to, of all things, Mr. Marshall's kid Victoria. Lovely young woman. Pitched my product. They seemed quite interested. Interested enough to allow me to have a meeting to secure a meeting in private to discuss the finer details. Try to go for 60%. Do not let them play you for a fool. Going to take these fuckers for all they got. July 2nd, 2018. Good God, these guys are so unbelievably unbearable. Managed to get 53% profit. Should have pushed more. I'm so fucking stupid. May 25th. Shit. Careless. Positive those UI useless agents. I'm positive those UI useless agents saw us delivering our newest DD shipment. I gotta bring this up with Mr. Carter. Gonna have my head on a goddamn pike. To do. Speak with Carter. Lay low. Use that favor Mara owes you. The following letter was found after a thorough sweep of the network of underground tunnels. Found after the
Found after the March 28th, 2021 raid on suspects' 3 Portland's manufacturing plant. The agents who've decided to fuck everything up, could you not just leave us all well alone? Could you not just leave us well alone? Why must you insist on making everything I do so much more difficult? Please do everyone a service, and fuck off. P.S. Want my journal back. How ironic of you to call me a criminal when you insist on stealing all my shit. File update. May 17th, 2026. Notice from the UIU Administration Office. Reports from the Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, indicate that one Elliot Perez and suspected duplicates controls an estimated 80% of all illegal paranarcotic distribution in the major anomalous community. Agents are instructed to await further instructions at this time. D. Goodite, Director, FBI Unusual Incidents Unit. Drugs. Drugs, son. Drugs it is. Hello, Vereinig Staten. How are you today? At UIU File. UIU File 1972-055. On the list. Also, I would like to restate that, I'm not going to necessarily read everything that gets put on the list anymore. But some of them I just don't want to read. Good one, yeah. Like if I have to dig through offsets in order to figure it out, if I have to solve a puzzle, if it takes for goddamn ever, if it's literally physically difficult to read. Or it's going to take a million hours, like I ain't doing that. Yeah, that was fun. I hope you're having a good day, Vereinig Staten. Man. That article was actually longer than I thought it would be. Mostly because of these took up a lot of time. These lists always do. Sleep not yet. I still got 2 things to read. Next is actually a Backrooms. We got a Backrooms request. Yippee! And then this one. And then I will go take a shower and sleep after I get the article for tomorrow set up. I've already got it edited. I just need to export it and render it rather and get it uploaded. It's gonna be SCP-60. I read that a little while back. Alright. Anyway. Level 859. Tomhounds. Survival difficulty. Class 1. Safe. Secure. Minimal entity count. Level 859 is the 860th level of the Backrooms, and is a modern fast food burger restaurant referred to as Tomhounds. Description: Level 859 has 2 sections,
the core is the inside of the restaurant and is where wanderers who enter level 859 will always end up. However, there is no known way to exit the core as the windows and doors are unbreakable, thus making travel to the outside impossible. The outside is visible from the windows and resembles a city. This area is outside of the building and little is known about it. When viewed, monuments of different countries' cities can be observed. Level 859 is divided into multiple core floors, each with their own outside. They are accessed via an out-of-place elevator. The amount of floors level 859 has is unknown. Each floor's core varies in color and structure. For example, one core could be an octagon with orange walls and a light brown floor, and the next could be a rectangle with red walls and a gray floor. Each floor is the size of an average fast food restaurant. In level 859, you can find the flags of various different English-speaking nations with signs near the flags praising said nation. Flags of subdivisions and cities can also appear. However, they are often inaccurate to the actual areas the flags represent, along with the signs following the flag. For example, you can find a Union Jack followed by the flag of Ontario, Canada, followed by the flag of the city of Boston, USA. And the signs next to the flags would say, Boston, Ontario's most visited fast food restaurant. Entities are rare in the core area, but are common in the outside area. Due to this and the windows being indestructible, wanderers like to observe entities through the windows. Common entities such as hounds and facelings can be found in the core area, and rarer entities are often found in the outside area. Level 859 has a day, night, and season cycle. Every 10 hours it switches between morning, afternoon, evening, and night, and every week it switches between spring, summer, fall, and winter. The season often decides which entities appear outside. Seasonal entities. Spring. Hounds. Carabiter birds. Death moths. Skin stealer. Plague goblins. Clumps. Facelings. Dunks. Blubcats. Summer. Hounds. Death moths. Carabiter birds. Death rats. Death moths. Skin stealer. Clumps. Facelings. Dunks. Blubcats. Autumn/fall. Hounds. Death moths. Carabiter birds. Bone thieves. Skin stealer. Plague goblins. Clumps. Facelings. Dunks. Winter. Hounds. Bone thieves. Frost boars. Clumps. Facelings. Dunks. Level 859's rooms are plentiful in resources, mostly food found in fast food restaurants, but almond water can be found as well. Supplies restock every 40 hours. One of the most notable parts of level 859 is the restaurant mascot named Tom Hound. It is a hound wearing a white top hat and is often depicted holding a burger. Tom Hound appears in various signs and posters throughout the level. Instances of posters advertising Tom Hounds with Tom Hound on it can be found throughout the Backrooms. Bases, outposts, and communities. MEG, Major Explorer Group. Base Soda. Consists of 15 floors, dedicated to researching entities through level 859, as well as the level itself. Guards an exit to level 4. The Onion Folk. A group of 36 people consisting of humans and some intelligent docile entities who have taken refuge in level 859. Takes up 28 floors. Has an exit to level 4 on one of the floors that they own. Has an exit to level 4 on one of the floors. Has an exit to level 4 on one of the floors they own that they use to get valuable resources from level 4. The Onion Folk are known for celebrations and a culture revolving around joy. have a tradition called entity fight betting, where if they see entities fighting in the outside, they'll gather around the window and place bets, giving a reward to whoever bet correctly. Entrances and exits. Entrances. Red doors in level 4. Red doors in level 4, with a picture of a hound holding a burger, can lead to level 859. Finding a fast food restaurant in level 11, with a sign saying, "Come eat at Tom Hound's, the best restaurant in all the Backrooms," can lead to level 859. Rare orange ladders in level 427 will lead to a small hallway with orange doors. Entering any of the orange doors will lead to level 859. Exits. Touching windows with a yellow glow will lead you to level 0. Finding a white door will lead you out to the red door entrance in level 4. Falling through pits in the floor will lead you to level 8. What's a burger? I do. Tom Hound's Burgers, baby. Yippee, Satan. Holidays, holy perkele. Stretch. Need to stretch my legs. Because my legs hurt from being in one place, standing forever. I've been standing here streaming. He's mad at me. Shut up, you goddamn old knees. You got shit to read. Alright. We have one more on the to-do list. Then I'm gonna head out. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty standard Backrooms level, but I like it. Quick in and out. Alrighty. Let's get started. Null Island. Item number 8601. Level 2. Restricted. Containment class. Keter. Disruption class. Kennek. Risk class. Critical. Special containment procedures. Civilian flight traffic is currently forbidden, per ICAO policy. Footnote. International Civil Aviation Organization. In accordance with GOC support for cover story PR8601-1, poorly made navigation software, disputed airspace, and environmental concerns. Within 240 nm. Within 240 nm. 444.48 kilometers of SCP-8601, and ship traffic within 60 nm. 111.12 km. To prevent witnessing of manifestation events. Unauthorized intrusions are to be deterred by agents within the maritime and aviation oversight organizations in the Gulf of Guinea. Public information about SCP-8601 is limited to the existence of a single buoy. Monthly expeditions are to be launched from Sao Tome to collect and distribute accumulated debris from SCP-8601, which is to be contained in the depths of the sea without further study. Foundation personnel Footnote. If any, remote control is now preferred to prevent loss of lives. Remote control is now preferred to prevent loss of life. Vehicles and testing equipment should not approach beyond a safe distance of 250 meters to prevent additional intersection events. Appendix A lists cautionary periods during which testing cautionary periods during which testing shall cease. SCP-8601 shall be evacuated, and counter-tsunami measures shall be prepared. The High Energy Anomalies Division shall inform MAD-level organizations of notable anomalous events, after which the Public Relations Department and Seismic Monitoring Organizations shall execute Mass Cover Story PR-8601-2, Earthquake. Generally available and Special Purpose Foundation computer systems shall be improved to comply with the requirements in Appendix B, insofar possible. Description: SCP-8601, colloquially Null Island, is the anomalous appearance of random objects, SCP-8601 instances, in the sea at the crossing of the Prime Meridian and the Equator, at exactly 0 north, 0 east, 0 meters altitude. SCP-8601-1 instances manifest instantaneously. Footnote. Confirmed to be less than 0.7 milliseconds at the average sea level. Footnote. 0.0034% of instances manifest at significantly different altitudes, observed up to 9.4 kilometers above the sea. The objects are very varied, ranging from junk to high-tech equipment, almost always completely malformed or destroyed by the simultaneous intersection with the atmosphere, ocean, and previous instances, with temperatures ranging from 98 degrees Celsius to 677 degrees Celsius in 95% of cases. Manifestation events are random with discernible patterns. Grouping the suspected national origins of SCP-8601-1 instances reveals 38% more objects manifest during the local working hours, and 58% less objects manifest during local weekends or local holidays. Appendix A lists rare occasions where large amounts of instances may manifest simultaneously, resulting in high-yield events. On an average day, 112 manifestation events occur with an average total mass of 9. That ain't milligrams. Megagrams? Megagram. Yep. With an average total mass of 90 megagrams. Further study of instances and locating their sources and displacement are forbidden per RCT-Delta-T policy. Selection of recovered SCP-8601-1 instances. Date: 1970, September 17th. Object: Heineken bottle of beer. Notes: largely melted, but the Dutch language label is partially legible. Date: 1970, November 6th. Object: refrigerator car. Notes: footage recovered from the sunken research vessel shows a refrigerator manifesting, followed by a car manifesting, 2 milliseconds afterwards. The overlapping objects merging in a high-energy event, which launched the object directly at the research vessel. Containment procedures revised accordingly. Alright.
I think I messed that. No, that was microsecond. Okay, I gotta double check this. This is double checking for the footnote. Confirmed to be less than 0.70 microseconds. Followed by a car manifesting 2 milliseconds afterward. Alright. Date: 1971, April 3rd. Object: Iranian 1972 calendar. Notes: somewhat burned. Note: already available for purchase. Date: 1972, January 5th. Object: digital computer equipment. Notes: destroyed with an unusually high transistor count. Date: 1973, April 9th. Object: 1972 Jeep CJ5 258-6 4-speed. Man 4. Notes: crushed. Foundation serial numbers were recovered, corresponding to a missing vehicle. Date: 1973, August 5th. Object: California vanity license plate, null. Notes: not issued, unpaid parking tickets. Date: 1974, May 5th. Object: 1975 German Bundesliga Almanac. Notes: forgery. Date: 1979 February 25th. Object: Kiev-class aircraft carrier. Notes: molten. CPSU and VMF liaisons state no such vessel is missing. Date: 1977, June 22nd. Object: 10-story apartment complex. Notes: origin believed to be in Malaysia. Date: 1978, March 2nd. Object: SCP blank. Notes: data expunged. Date: 1979, December 28th. Object: corpse. Notes: incinerated. Believed to have Moldavian ancestry. Discovery: the Foundation satellite detected a 1.2 times 10 to the 14th J explosion on 1970 January 1st, 000000, 0 hour UTC, in the Gulf of Guinea near 0 degrees north, 0 degrees east. Analysis indicated the event was not due to a thermonuclear detonation. Neither POTUS nor GSCPSU accepted responsibility when questioned, and the event was deemed anomalous. SCP-8601 was designated after observing several manifestation events. Foundation researchers discovered a large underwater deposit of destroyed materials, and testing commenced. Addendum 1980, January 6th. Foundation satellites detected a 9.3 by 10 to the 12th J explosion on 1980, January 6th. 0 hour UTC at SCP-8601. NATO and WTO were immediately informed. The research team was lost, and the West African coast was wrecked by the subsequent tsunami. Mass cover story PR-8601-2 was instituted, and the containment procedures adjusted accordingly. The debris at SCP-8601 was determined to be predominantly vehicular components. Addendum 1999, August 22nd. Testing had discontinued in favor of containment after years of predictable behavior and no explanation for the high-yield events. However, a 3.2 by 10 to the 13th
A 3.2 by 10 to the 13th J explosion occurred on 1999 August 21st, 23:59:47 UTC. Researchers noted the 1980 January 6th and 1999 August 22nd events coincided with the global positioning system epochs, a new technology at the time. And the 1970 January 1st event also coincided with the epoch used by many operating systems. Addendum 2000 January 1st. Explosions of magnitudes ranging from 7.6 by 10 to the 12th J to 1.6 by 10 to the 13th J began on 1999 December 31st, 12 UTC, and repeating each hour/half hour/15 minutes for another 24 hours, mostly matching the time zones currently in use. The special containment procedures were amended with the Appendix A cautionary periods. Addendum 2019, April 7th. As predicted, a 4.2 by 10 to the 13th J explosion occurred along with the third GPS epoch. On 2019 April 7th, 23:59:42 UTU 23:59:42 UTC, and the countermeasures undertaken to avoid tsunami damage were successful. Addendum 2020, April 17th. The following information was found in the archives of Her Majesty's Royal Foundation for the Study of Curiosities and Phantasmagoria. The Royal Foundation became aware of a new island at 0 degrees north, 0 degrees east, reported by returning explorers in early 1900, which they claimed did not exist in late 1899, from which they had recovered unusual materials. Researchers were sent to the island, which they determined to be composed largely from destroyed metallic objects of unknown function. The research efforts were not prioritized due to the mundane nature and remote location of the anomaly. Researchers returned to the island in early 1902 but failed to locate it. Questioning of the locals on Sao Tome revealed a very destructive tsunami on Friday 13th, December 1901, which was collaborated across the Gulf of Guinea. A tsunami was also reported on New Year's Eve 1900, when the island might have originally appeared. RTC Delta T Notice. Further study of SCP-8601-1 instances is hereby restricted to RCT Delta T. Containment remains under the purview of the High Energy Anomalies Division. RCT Delta T/2 clearance required. Excerpt from RCT Delta T 101 plus T and 101 plus T Introductory Course. Although RCT Delta T has the authority and duty to prosecute further temporal pollution, SCP-8601 is essential to time-seek calibration. E.g., the 1970 and 2038 events are the fastest way to precisely determine the time-space frame of reference. Fluctuations in high-yield SCP-6101 events are furthermore invaluable to promptly fingerprint timelines. RCT Delta T fully supports the proposed computer system requirements, but proposals for neutralization or full containment are denied due to SCP-8601's near thaumiel status and well-known future behavior. Appendix A, Cautionary Periods. Time: 2036, February 7th, 06/28/16 UTC. Rationale: Network Time Protocol Overflow. Time: 2038, January 19th, 03/14/08 UTC. Rationale: 31-bit overflow of seconds since 1970. Year 2038 problem. Time: 2038, November 28, 2038, November 21st. 019, TAI, Footnote. UTC time varies with leap seconds as to be decided by the International Earth Rotation and Reference System Service in Bulletin C. Rationale. Third GPS week number rollover. Footnote. Recurring 19.6-year cycle. Partially delayed due to 2137. Partially delayed to 2137 with CNAV 157-year cycle. Time. 2099, December 31st, 12 UTC. Rationale. Y2.1K problem. Time. 2106, February 7th, 062816 UTC. Rationale. 32-bit overflow of seconds since 1970, year 2106 problem. Time. 999, 9999. 9,999. 9999. That's what we'll go with. December 31st. 12 UTC. Rationale. Y10K problem. Appendix B. Computer System Requirements. The O5 Council hereby mandates the immediate worldwide discontinuance of computer systems with 32-bit timekeeping, the use of full-length years, not merely 2 or 4 digits, and the upgrade of all protocols and file formats to versions with 64-bit timestamps, without overflow issues within the expected lifetime of the universe. No new epochs shall be adopted to prevent further high-yield events. Non-values shall be represented using explicit, null/undefined/uninitialized values of a different type instead of 0 or any particular value. Further humorous requests to redesignate the anomaly as SCP-0 will be categorically denied with prejudice, and reprimanded as failing to learn the essential lessons of SCP-8601 to properly distinguish no value and 0. Time keeps on slipping into the future.
Man, you all remember when the world was supposed to end? Pepperidge Farms remembers. I think we had a bunch of soda. I think that's what we stocked up on was Diet Coke. I think they used it as an excuse to get a bunch of Diet Coke. And then drink. Alcohol, of course, not the Diet Coke. It was an end of the world party that we had. But obviously the world didn't end. And they didn't think it was. Anyway, that is all of the articles that I have on the docket for the night. So in 2012? No, in 2000. 1999 to 2000. People thought the world was going to end with Y2K. Also 2012. Y2K was the one I remember. Alrighty. I am going to head out. I'm going to get a video uploaded for tomorrow. Then I'm going to go take a shower and go to bed. I should, hopefully, if all things go according to plan, be back tomorrow to finish that Five Nights at Freddy's game. Because I was quite enjoying it. And then maybe or maybe not playing something in the evening. I have work on Monday morning, so I might not. We'll see. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out. I hope you had a good time, because I certainly did. Have a good night. I'll see y'all later. Oh, my internet just started dying. Good timing.